Good morning, children. Today we are dealing with the topic soil, agents of erosion and degradation. So, which are the different agents of erosion? So, different agents of erosion include wind, water and glaciers. So, what action does the rivers or water do? So, swift flowing waters carry lot of deposition along with them, and it deposits when the speed of water goes on decreasing. So, similar is the case with wind also. The wind carries minute particles of soil from one place to another and deposit it. Then glaciers are also like that. It also carries waste materials and other soil particles etc. and deposit in the areas where the speed of these water decreases. So, these are the different agents of erosion. So, these agents will be carrying the topmost layer of the soil and thereby degrading the land. So, which are the physical factors which act as the agents of erosion. So, some of the physical factors include slope of land, velocity, velocity means speed, speed of wind, then the amount of rainfall, flood, landslides etc. Then human factors include deforestation, overgrazing of land or overgrazing of the land by cattle, then overuse of this land or soil by adding chemical fertilizers, pesticides etc. Then using over irrigation, when over irrigation is being used, water carries the topmost fertile soil. Then adopting unscientific techniques of farming is also another cause for erosion of soil. So, these are the physical and the man-made or human factors which result in the erosion of soil. Now, moving on to the classification of soil. We see, when you go around, when you walk around, you have seen soil of different colors, different size, different textures etc. So, according to this, soil are classified into different types. They are the most important types of soil include alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil and desert soil. So, what do you mean by alluvial soil? See, alluvial soil are popularly found in the floodplains of major rivers. The characteristics of this soil is that they are very rich in humus and they are very fertile also, and the soil is formed by the sediments that are being brought down by the rivers, and the soil, due to its high fertility, it is utilized for the purpose of doing agricultural work. So, that is called, such soil is called as alluvial soil. Next, moving on to black soil. Black soil is also called as cotton soil. They are also called as cotton soil, or it is also called as reger soil. So, this black soil is being formed by the weathering of the igneous or the volcanic rocks. They are formed by the degradation of the volcanic rocks, or you also call it as black lava soil. This black soil is very suitable for the purpose of growing cotton and sugarcane. Thereby, you call this soil as black cotton soil. Now, next is the red soil. This red soil, this soil has a red, or it is red in color because of the high iron content present in it, and this is being formed out of the old igneous and the old igneous rocks, and it is mostly found in the peninsular India, mostly found in the peninsular areas, and these areas are or this soil is being utilized for doing agricultural works by adding manure and fertilizers to the soil. So, that is called red soil. Next, moving on to laterite soil. Laterite soil is being formed by the leaching process that occurs in the top soil. So, laterite soil is formed by the leaching process that occurs. That means when rainfall occurs, water penetrates into the soil, and due to this it carries certain smaller particles of soil beneath the crust. You call it such soil as the laterite soil, and this soil is compared to the alluvial soil and black soil, this is less fertile, and usually this type of soil is being found in the western Ghats and the flat uplands. And see, this laterite soil is a good pasture for cattle also. Next is mountain soil. From, as the name indicates, it is mainly found in the mountain areas, mountain and hilly areas, and these areas will be thickly forested, and primarily tea, coffee, spices etc. are being grown in this type of soil. Then the last one is desert soil. Desert soil is being found in the desert regions, that means arid and semi-arid regions, and one of the important feature of this desert soil is that it lacks humus, and agricultural activities can be done here in certain areas of the soil by giving irrigation facilities. And another peculiarity of the soil is that it contains a high percentage of soluble salts in this desert soil. So these are the different types of soil which you will be learning again in the coming classes, more details about these type of soil. Next is related to the conservation of soil. So already you have learnt what are the agents of erosion and how soil is being degraded. So you can find out what are the different measures that you can adopt in order to conserve soil. So find it out. It's a task that I am giving it to you. Find out the conservation measures for the erosion of soil. Thank you.